Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Alright, today we're gonna do a little bit of a different guide. I have a co-op guide for you guys, Outlaw Dolan. Alright, so many of you guys might be aware that Outlaw Dolan is something that you're gonna require either Yuri or Taylor to go in mid, right? So let me just take this first. Okay, so I have been doing Outlaw Dolan for the longest time ever, and usually I try to solo it, and so far I have found a strat that manages within 20 turns. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I use in this 20 turn strat, and I'm going to show you guys the free to play strat, which actually is even better. You can do it in like 13 turns. Okay, so this is what I usually use. Alright, I have a Rafitia, and then I have two supporters. I have a Rafitia and Hefasia. Alright, so 1, 2. And then we have an Asmode going in, take care of this guy. And then you can either have a Taylor or Yuri, right, going in to hit this cross tile right here. So that is what we're going to try to achieve. And then of course we'll have a Lian going in later at the end, just to create that cross tile. So you want Lian because you want something that is disposable. Someone that will die within one round and will not stack up the turns. And then we'll have a Rydell afterwards. This is the main reason why I actually rank boosted my Rydell, so that I actually have enough damage to basically do this. Alright, and then we have an Elena, so somebody that hits front and in this like long tile range. Elena is the only one that has the ability. Followed by Seto, you need plus 12 or plus 13, just enough to reflect, and Cecilia at the end. Alright, I'm going to show you guys this strat first. As you can see, it's pretty expensive outside from maybe Lian Rydell. The rest are mostly 5 stars, alright? You can see there's a Taylor and I have a plus 15. Of course, if you don't have Taylor, you can use Yuri. I don't have a Yuri that is properly built. Mine is still plus 8, so Taylor is going to output more damage for my case right here. Alright, Asmode is pretty expensive. You need a plus 12 minimum. In the new patch, it's quite hard to have Asmode plus 10 or plus 11 anymore. So plus 12 is the bare minimum requirements for Asmode right here. And you need Rafitia, and Seto is needed, and Cecilia. You know, it's just a bunch of very strong units, but this is what I've been using for the longest time ever. So let me just showcase to you guys how this strat works in 1x speed. Alright, so this guy is going to come hit Cecilia, right? Doesn't matter, even though he has Taunt, he's going to get removed because Rafitia plus Hefasia. Okay, so that means your Asmode will have a lot of buffs, your Taylor or your Yuri will have a lot of buffs as well, and then we'll have Lian going in later. Bam. So you should be able to survive that hit right there, no problem. So Elena, Rydell will take care of that particular two of them. Alright, and then coming into the round 2, alright, so we have the boss. So the boss is gonna easily get one-shotted by someone, I forgot who, maybe Elena. So again, same deal, we are going to go with Asmode, and in this case we have Taylor. Yes, Taylor will take care of the boss, alright, for me. And then in this case we have Rydell going in, and we have Elena going in after. So as you guys can see, 21 turns. So I've been trying to find a strategy that can help me to complete Outlaw Dolan in less than 20 turns. And guess what? I have found it. Shout out to Agil, I think he posted this particular strat over in my Discord. By the way, if you guys want to stay up to date with Brave 9, Genshin Impact, any of those related contents, news, etc., feel free to join my Discord, links will be in the description below. Alright, so let's jump into the strat. Now you will be surprised, some of these units you might not have. Okay, I'm going to say in advance, you might not have some of these units that's going to be used in this strat. But why is it more free to play friendly? Because most of the units here, you don't need skill level on them. Alright, and let me show it to you guys. Bam. Alright, so who do we have? We have, you're starting off with a 4-star, which is Morgana or Lara Posa. Okay, so just double rage runes, or you can go 1 assault, 1 rage on her. She needs to be number 1 to move. So she's a 4-star, there's no excuse. That's a pretty free to play friendly. And then number 2, we have Frisha. You might look at Frisha, oh my god, you need Frisha? Don't worry, I strongly believe Frisha plus 0 will work. Alright, my Frisha is plus 3. I didn't invest in her, so I strongly believe Frisha plus 0 will work. All you need is buffs from Seola and your Helga right here. So 2 buffs. So Laraposa, Morgana, and then you have Frisia, and then you have 3 Christina. Now Christina might be a bit expensive, you know. I do happen to have plus 15 on her, but I think plus 12 will work as long as you have the 3 tile range. And then we have Lian going in, again budget friendly unit. Larkis, you might look at Larkis, okay, this is going to be tough because most of you guys don't have Larkis or don't have a Larkis invested. And don't worry, because I don't have a Larkis invested as well. Mine is at plus 5 right now. But I strongly believe again that a Larkis plus 3 would work just fine. Alright, Larkis plus 5 in this case, and then we have Seto. So I do think that Seto might actually need plus 12. And you know, if you are a veteran player, most likely you already have a Seto plus 12. Unless you somewhat went for Beliaf, which is a little bit weird because she's really bad right now. Either way, I do think that Seto is something that most players have access to. And then Helga, you don't need plus 15, you only need plus 10 because we are using her for her buffs, not for her debuff, okay? And then you just have a Velfern, or you actually don't need Velfern, alright? You actually don't need Velfern. So why do I place Velfern right here? Because you want one more mage, so that you can have the 4 mages, Helga, Frisia, Laraposa, and one more mage, just to have a Seola buff on everybody. So let me show you. You really don't need anyone, so let me just grab any random mage. So in this case, I will grab a 3-star. Alright, something that somebody have access to easily. Let's get myself a Jaden. Boom. Okay, so that no one will like bitch and complain in the comments, oh my god, you have plus 15 Velfern. Nope, she's not needed at all. Alright, so all you need is Seola. Again, your Seola doesn't need to be super full rank booster or anything like that. As long as you have a plus 14, plus 13, plus 14, I think should be just fine. Okay, and I think she's the only one that you probably have to invest in the most, Seola. And the rest of these can be like, they can work at lower skill level. I strongly believe so. And let me show you guys how this strat works. Okay, so why is Seola number 9? Because in this case, Seola will be buffing Laraposa, right? Later on. And she will have that insane buffs. So let's go. Let's showcase this strat to you. And you will see this strat works wonders. Alright, we're going to have the 21 turns. Alright, Helga and Larkis counter, that's enough to get rid of the first guy. Christina going in, take care of 3 guys at the bottom. Larkis counter again, that's enough. Lian cross Tal. Alright, Larkis and Seto counter in that case is enough. So going into the round 2. Alright, so now they have a couple of buffs. Boom, the boss hits everyone. Don't worry, Frisia should survive. Laraposa dies, right? And then Frisia, bam. Look at that. Look at that Frisia. Okay, so my Frisia is plus 3, but that's more than enough power. And you don't need Jaden, he's not being used. His role is just to fill the 4 magicians so that you can have Seola's buffs. Now this is probably the best strat for Outlaw Dolan that I can see that's relatively beginners friendly. I think I've seen some that actually has Asmode, has Seola, and like something similar but can do it in like 1 to 2 turns faster. But what's the point? Because like at that point you are just investing too much. Like I really like this strat, to be honest. I think this is a really budget friendly. It's something that a lot of players can look forward to. Alright, if you want to farm Outlaw Dolan specifically. Alright, I know Patan is going to be easy in most cases, but for players who are looking at Dolan specifically, if you want that specific soul gear, alright, so this is going to be a better strat. As you can see, you know, round 1 is such an easy cleanup. If you do this at 3 times speed every single day, you just need like what? 3 minutes to be able to do all of this? Yeah, that Frisia's damage is insane, man. That Frisia's... Do you even need Seto? I'm starting to question like, what's the use of Seto right there? You might be able to replace Seto with like Charcoal or something at that point, right? So yeah, for those of you who are not aware, okay, so Outlaw Dolan and Outlaw and Patan, the difference is... So the difference is in this particular drop rate for the soul gears. So Dolan will have higher chance to give Defender and magician gears. Alright, it's specifically for defender and magician. And for Patan, okay, you can see you have higher drop rate for warrior or supporters. Now keep in mind this is higher drop rate, it's not like guaranteed. So there's still a chance for you to get something that's not warrior or supporter. But if you do this every single day, you're gonna notice that you have more warriors and supporters. As for Dolan, will give you more defender and magicians. So you should only farm soul gears using this strategy, so that it's much more specific, targeted towards that particular unit you are building, and it's going to be much easier in return as well to get a specific soul gear, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the strategy. Okay, and you only need like a handful of units that's invested, including Seoul and maybe Seto right there. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.